Love you. Bye. Herzlich willkommen in Deutschland. Welcome to Germany, folks. So I am here. Anna's just dropped me off. She's driving to Munich. So I've got a few days here in Garmisch. Today I'm going to catch a cable car up. It's quite late now. It's really hot. It's 33 degrees. But we're going to go up to the Alpspitze, do a little loop, and then come back down, and then basically try and find my way back to where I'm staying tonight. So this is my first proper day here in the Alps, which is really exciting, and I just can't wait to share it with you.
With its characteristic pyramid-like form, the Alpspitze is one of the most photographed peaks in the Alps, although it wasn't very visible from the cable car station. However, the Zugspitze, the highest mountain in Germany, was.
Alright, so you see here, we've got this Kreuzeckbahn, the cable car here. There's the Alpspitzebahn going right the way up, so we're going to take that up and then walk all the way up to the Oosterfeldekopf. Whether I pronounce that right is a completely different conversation. And then basically coming back down, you see the I'm never going to pronounce that line. Höllentalklamm. Good luck. Basically it's a gorge valley walk thing, so I'm really excited about that. Super. Dankeschön. Easy enough. Here we go. Looks like we got one all to ourselves. That's exciting. Okay, we're on. Alright, let's get comfortable for a little bit. We've got a nice ride up to the top. Wave goodbye to the cable car station. We're heading up. This is so exciting. Hey look, there's one coming down. Is there anyone in it to wave to? Oh, it's empty. Sad. So super exciting. This is my first time in Germany. So I'm actually staying in Austria. I already mentioned that. Erlwald is where I'm actually staying. But today I've had a half day, so I thought this walk's supposed to take about 5 hours. So the actual extreme route goes right up to the top of the Alpspitze, which is Alpspitze even. My German is definitely something I'm working on, which is well over 2,000 meters. The Zugspitze is the highest mountain here in Germany, which is about 2,900, and I'm going to be doing that in a few days' time, which is super exciting. But basically, just going to head up. We're going to climb up to the next cable car station, which is only about 100 meters, and then we're going to drop down through the gorge I mentioned earlier. I think there is an entry fee, but it's supposed to be stunning. And on a very hot day like today, it very much appeals to me. I'm a cold weather person, so to have that cool, shady, glacial water going through, it's just going to be spectacular. I'm really excited. And the one blessing of actually not having a huge amount of time today is that I would have very much been left behind by the majority of people who are doing this route. So I should hopefully have some quiet times on the trail with you guys. Let's just explore Germany together here for a few days. Absolutely cannot wait. I'm so pumped, and it's just so good to be here. Can you tell how excited I am? Just in case you're wondering as well, this is the book I'm using. So it's a Cicerone, Walking in the Bavarian Alps. So this walk here, number 28, is supposed to take 4 hours, but I reckon I'm going to take a bit longer because I'm in awe at this place. So you can see we're catching the cable car up. Same map as downstairs, or down below. Downstairs, what the flip. Should be good, should be good. All right, we're nearly there anyway. Look at that backdrop, mate. Whew, here we go, just pulling up. Check it out. Super duper. Nice. Exit. Let's go. Wow. Straight away just hit with the wall of heat. Should be good to get a little bit higher actually. So you can see here we have the different trails, and often in the Alps things are timed by distance, not distance, hours, so how long it would take. To see behind me we've got these signs here, and then over here a big wall of signs. So obviously there's so many different routes you can do in the summer, in the winter. Winter's usually skiing obviously. So I'm just gonna, hey look, you can walk down to Garmisch, head down that way. So that's where I just caught the cable car from. It's about 2.5 hours, and we want to head to Here we go. The Alpspitze Berg station, so mountain station, which is about 2 hours up to there, and then we begin our descent. So, whew, let's do it. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that within 5 minutes of stepping foot into the Alps. Man, I cannot tell you how good it feels to be here. It's been a bit crazy times trying to sort out some personal situations, trying to find a place to live, with lockdown as well. Not been very easy with that. Spent some time living in a treehouse during lockdown and various situations, but decided to come out here to the Alps where it's safe with the corona situation and just spend some time hiking here. So important, not just for wild, to really try and make the best of this season, but also for my mental and physical health, for Anna as well. Seeing us get out here is just absolutely crucial. So I just hoping to make the best of this trip. We're actually out traveling for a month or two, so it'd be nice to make the most of it. Thank you. So yeah, so good. That's basically what I'm saying. Oh, a nice bench. Look at that. Wow. Hello. Oh my gosh. Insane. No other words for it.
The views were breathtaking and proved to be a fine example of the sights on offer within the Bavarian Alps. Not only could I see across craggy peaks and wild summits, but pastoral valleys too, home to villages and towns, such as Garmish, which I could see below.
You can see here the sort of remains of a wildflower meadow. So it's a bit late in the season now. We're nearly at the end of August. These flowers are all dying out, and this would have probably been just alive with colour in July. Just missed it.
Alpine flowers are unique and hardy species that appear brilliantly yet fleetingly during the summer months at various levels of altitude. Over my years of walking in the region, I've made a point to capture and research any new species I happen to stumble upon. I continued to climb steadily, passing the flowers, and enticed onwards by the promise of even greater discoveries.
Switchbacks right up to the top there. And there is a cable car. Hello. Nice. Davos. Cool.
Eventually, I reached Hupfleitenjoch at 1,750 meters. It was a monumentous moment, and I felt weak at the knees when taking in the great massif of rock domineering the horizon. This was the Zugspitze itself.
Alright, time to head back down. So we've got a couple 100-meter descent now until we reach the next hut. Or actually the first hut. We haven't reached a hut yet. So that pass, or joch, I think is how it's pronounced, is pretty spectacular. I mean, this view of the Zugspitze is just insane. It's mind-blowing. I'm loving it here. I'm feeling really just over the moon, full of energy. But I've just read in my guidebook that this descent has got some slightly sketchier parts. So there's a few chains and ropes attached to the sides of the cliff, just to hopefully help us not fall to our deaths today, because that would be a very sad end to this video. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you. I have got to admit, this year, what with Corona and not being able to get out, well, not being able to do a normal hiking season for for me under Wild, or as part of Wild, my fitness is not what it would have been or where I'd like it to have been. I found my mental state really got knocked, especially during the second part of lockdown in the UK, and that just made getting out and moving really difficult. Essentially, once they allowed camping, so 4th of July, I was just like, nope, I'm done. I kept a steady ship all the way through until that, and then it's just overwhelming because it's like, oh man, okay, I can go out now, but everybody's out, everybody's everywhere, all the campsites are full, what do I do? But I'm feeling a little wobble in my legs, nothing fatigue wise, my legs feel strong and good, but just a little wobble, you know, the muscles are sort of waking up, which is a really nice feeling, I have to say. It is just the best thing in the world to be able to move my body. I'm so humbled by what I know I'm able to do and where I know I can get my fitness again quite quickly. So just gonna embrace every step. Actually, I'm so grateful. Whoa, look at this part. This is neat. Just this little slidey rock bit. Good job there's a rope, but actually I reckon I'll be okay. Just gotta trust my boots and trust my footing. There we go, easy peasy. Poak, cheesy, cam and easy. Swahili, cool like a banana. Hello.
Hello.
Servus. I'm just trying to work out. I think I'm walking down there. That's a long way down. We have a way to go yet, folks.
The trail was utterly mesmerising and all-consuming. I felt energised and renewed, empowered, yet totally humbled. The mountains were clearly working their magic on my mental state.
It's a random crag of rock there. Anyway, looks like we're just reaching the next hut. Super duper, or so good. So we have dropped down 200 meters. We've got the Knappenhäuser here. That's my pronunciation. And you can see the next one is one I'm not even going to try and pronounce. Half an hour descending again, about 200 meters, and then we'll drop down into the gorge. Just tucked away there. Loving it.
The hut was once used by miners who would work the iron and zinc deposits below the main peaks. It seemed to be undergoing some maintenance, so I walked on past without a pause. But moments later, the views ahead almost knocked me over.
There's not a lot I can say right now, except wow. I mean, my jaw is being dragged along the floor. This is just one of the most spectacular backdrops I've ever experienced. I mean, all that I can do is to keep walking and try to just breathe. Keep breathing. Always helps. Just looking up at this massive rock. You can see how it's been worn away. I'm guessing either that snow's or meltwater or something coming down, scoring the surface. I mean, it's really quite smoothed. And then going down all the way into the valley below. Yeah, most definitely meltwater. And you can see similar features on the other side of the valley. Amazing.
The geology of the Eastern and Bavarian Alps is mostly made of sedimentary rocks, formed during the Mesozoic era, around 252 million years ago. Within the harshness of the rocks, I enjoyed spotting the contrasting softness of delicate flowers, such as harebells and arnica.
This looks pretty cool. Just watching the people come down it. We've got to get off it. A nice sort of rock face there. And then we follow the path up. Just gotta watch your footing really. This sort of bold stone is actually really quite slippy. Just worn away by other hikers. Not too bad though. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Easy peasy. Tree down. Oh, easy. Easy. Check this bridge out. Oh, wow. It's an amazing gorge. Oh my gosh, look at that. Carved by water over thousands of years. Right now it's just a trickle. And then this side. Wow. It's certainly much cooler being higher up at the moment. I have to say I'm sweating so much. Just trying to stay on top of hydration. I've actually got plastic bottles with me, which is kind of rare. The smart water bottles. They're good because I can attach my Sony micro squeeze, which is a water filter on top. So when I'm further down in the valleys, I can just drink the water. It gets rid of some of the silt. Really important to stay hydrated. Keeps your brain functioning with navigation and just watching your steps. And just generally means you feel a bit more alive and can enjoy the trail that bit more. It does feel a little odd. I feel like we should have dropped down by now. So I'm just keeping an eye forwards for the hut. I can ask these people actually.
Höllentalklamm Gorge.
Down there?
Yeah, 5
Super,
minutes.
5 minutes.
We go this.
Yes.
Yes, Kreuzeckbahn.
Yeah.
Kreuzeckbahn.
Yeah, the top. Yeah. Yeah. The cable car down?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. That's opposite to me.
Okay.
It's good walk. Alright, so good. Yeah, you too. Bye. Perfect. That's what I needed to know. 5 minutes away. That was rubbish German trying. I didn't even try. But what I just love about the hiking community is it is a community. No matter where you are in the world, you know, hikers just love to connect. And most people come out for solitude, for time to connect with nature and just explore the chaos in the head. But at the same time, it's so nice to just have that common theme wherever you are on the planet and know that as a hiker, you've always got a place where you belong. Really beautiful. Wow. It's amazing how in this place you can just feel like you're in the middle of nowhere and then within seconds you stumble upon a hut and there's lots of people, a real atmosphere of adventure. And I'm saying that because we're just approaching the next hut now.
The Höllentalklamm Gorge is managed and owned by the German Alpine Club and has 80 beds for hikers looking to break up their adventures with an overnight stop. The first hut was built here in 1894, but the current hut was recently constructed in 2015.
Let's have a look here. Signs, Hammerbach, that's what I want. Heading down the valley. Can't get over this.
After a quick look around, it was time for me to head on along the trail.
We're actually now following the Hammersbach. This is the dried up riverbed, so it's supposed to be a river. We have this bit of water coming down here, but otherwise it's pretty dead. And it's surprising. I don't know if that's normal for here. I mean, I'm used to being based around Chamonix in France, and you know, there's glaciers and snow and plenty of meltwaters. The rivers are all roaring and they really offer a nice cool massive spray whenever you walk past them. And I don't know if this is standard here or not, but either way, it's still pretty stunning. Nice. Alright, just come down to the riverbed, did a little bit of filming. I got the hiccups. I just want to sort out my water situation and get some food in me. Also, there was a big group behind me and I just wanted to let them go. So I kind of half got my speedy shoes on today because I can't tell if you have to pay for the gorge or not. And of course, I don't want to miss any cut-offs. And at the same time, I need to get down into Garmish to get a bus/train back. So I haven't got a huge amount of time. Anyway, just have some grub and then keep walking. Now then, basically just working down the Höllentalklamm, which is awesome. Just the 360 mountains, you know, we are very curtained in right now. Such good weather today as well, really blessed with the sunshine, clear skies. The thing with the Alps though is often the pressure builds throughout the day and then you get stormy weather in the afternoon. It's nice to start early, get the cool weather, and finish early, avoid the thunderstorms.
At one point during the descent, I passed by some pipes that fueled the hut above. Up until 2015, a diesel generator was used to fuel the hut for the season, but a recent regeneration project now means the energy supply is completely sustainable and utilises the natural resources surrounding the hut itself.
Here we are, look. So I do have to pay. Can I read that? No? No, I cannot. Alright, German needs some work. Let's go. Actually, first I just want to head down and see if we can get a closer look at the river. Whew! Nice. Yeah, look at that.
The power of the water was astonishing, and it spat up an icy spray as it tumbled past. Nearby were huge caves, remnants of mining activities from the 18th and 19th centuries.
Hammersbach, 1.5 hours. So impressive, and this is what we're going to walk through now.
This was the beginning of the Höllentalklamm Gorge, made accessible to the general public in the 1900s. My eyes were scanning in every direction, savouring the scenes ahead, yet remaining appreciative of the views behind.
You can see the old path up there, running through the rocks. We'll be doing similar down here now. Okay, how do you pay for that? Have a look. Something's thundering. I have literally no idea where I'm going right now. But it's wet and I think I might be about to get wet. Let's just see. Okay, we just come back out on the path. See the gorge? Woo! Wow, look at that.
With every twist and turn, the gorge boasted new sights, and the roar of the water was deafening, pulsing through the air like electric. It left me feeling alive and connected to some primal version of myself.
Everyone's putting waterproof on, so I thought I'd follow suit. Seems we might get a bit wet. Hey, look at that. There's the water. Ah, this is insane. And then the tunnel continues.
In places, the path was narrow and slippery, and always dripping with water. It was easy to see how it gained its name, Hell's Gorge.
It's so loud. The force of the water. It's easy to see how I managed to carve such an impressive gorge.
At one point, I emerged into an opening with a huge cascading waterfall, tens of metres high, only to moments later duck back into cold, dark tunnels to continue making onwards progress.
This is just insane. I've never been anywhere like this.
I mean, seriously, no words. Just no words. Here we go. We've reached the hut. Now I have to pay €5, I think, maybe a bit more, and then we'll finish the last part of the walk. So exhilarating. I feel a bit exhausted now, to be honest. Wallet. Danke. Here we go, look. Still got a long way to go. Garmish is down there somewhere, at the end of the valley. Well, it looks like the doorway on The Hobbit, except it's not. Oh, hiccups. Alrighty, well, I'm truly leaving the gorge behind. I have no words to describe that. I keep saying it, I'm still lacking words. It was just the most wunderbar experience, I have to say. Anyway, so it's about 45 minutes now to the train station. There's a little train you can take to get back to the start. And then I have to try and figure out getting a bus back to Urvald, or a train even, because I think I've missed all the buses. And I have to go shopping, and I have to check into my B&B. So, got a lot to do. So I think I might actually treat myself to a little train ticket back to the start. You don't have to get it. Just be a nice conclusion to the experience and to a rather wonderful afternoon in the Alps.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the train station, so I continued to press on down the valley on foot.
So it's pretty simple now. I mean, that was an awesome walk. Really enjoyed that. Just trying not to get hit by a bike. Real mix of cable car, of mountain scenery, of epic gorge walking. I mean, that far surpassed any expectations I had, and I didn't have any, to be honest, but still, just wow. So, I mean, it's getting on quite late now, as I've sort of inferred. I'm keen to sort of make my way into Garmish, figure out a situation, but I want to say thank you so much for hiking with me today. I mean, it's just been really, really fun. It's so good to be able to be here in the Alps, to be able to make the best of this hiking season now. So many ideas, so many plans whilst I'm here, and I mean, I'm just pumped about every single day. So let's bring today to a close. Guys, I want to wish you all the best on your own adventures, wherever you end up. Enjoy them, soak it in, allow yourself to be inspired and energized by the beautiful places that you travel through. And until next time, stay wild. I'll see you soon. So loud.
The final few miles into Garmish saw me use up the last of my energy, but thankfully I was able to catch the last train to Urvald in Austria, where I was due to stop off for the week. It had been an incredible first day in the German and Austrian Alps, and I couldn't wait for more to come.